حكى والله أعلم بغيبه وأحكم أنه كان في قديم الزمان وصار في العصر الأول. There was a king. This king, he ruled and his people respected him, also his ministers and everyone who served in his palace and lived in his kingdom. Now one day he was sitting on his throne, all calm, doing his manners and just minding his own business, until one of the guards enters the royal court, dragging one of the men that lives in the city with him. This man was crying and the guard was yelling at him. The king felt so surprised. He couldn't do anything but to stop and watch until they finished what they were doing. And as the guard and the man bowed down respectfully to His Majesty the King, the guard said, "Your Highness, by your orders, you told us to capture and bring you anyone who roams around the city after the curfew you have set." The king accepted, and the king shared the same saying with the guard. And the king actually, after he took a look at the man that the guard was dragging, he told him, "What is your story?" And in here our man stood up. He said, "Your Highness, my name is... I'm a humble tailor. I have a shop in the souk. I mind my own business and I just try to take care of my family and bring both of my ends meet. One day I was passing through the souk. I saw this small little cute chick. I decided to buy it. Now I bought it, I took it with me to my house and I took care of it for 3 years until that chick grew up to be the biggest chicken I've ever seen. Now, one day my wife came up to me and told me, "You better take care of that chicken because it's making a big huge mess in our house. We just need a solution for it." She said, "Your Highness, how about you would sell it?" And I immediately answered, "Your Highness, that I am not going to sell it because I have spent 3 years of my life and 3 years of my strength taking care of that chicken like it was my own." Now I came up with an idea. I said, "How about we have it for dinner tonight? We would make the best chicken tagine you would make. You make the best ones." She accepted. Now here, I went, Your Highness, and I prepped the chicken. And I gave it to her so that she can cook it for dinner. I went to my shop to do my work. On my way back home, I bought some fruits, some desserts, something to decorate the table with. And as I entered the house, I noticed that my wife left the door open as soon as we sat down on the table. And I told her, Your Highness, I told her to go close the door. And my stubborn wife said, "No, you're the one who's gonna close the door." "Yes, sir, you're the one who's gonna go close the door." I said, "No, I'm not. You're the one who opened it. How about you would close it?" And we fell into an argument. She's saying that you're gonna close the door. I'm saying that she's gonna close the door. And we kept arguing for 15 minutes until I said, "Stop. Just hold on a second. How about we play a game?" She said, "What is it?" I said, "A staring contest. Whomever loses would go close the door." She said, "Yes." She sat down, I sat down in front of her, and we started looking at each other, eyeballing each other. The first hour passed by, nobody blinked or moved. Second hour, third, and it was midnight, Your Highness. The chicken tagine got ruined, the dessert got ruined, everything got ruined. The bread was softly hot. It got cold, and it became like a rock. Now, as we were playing our game, we heard a beggar coming. He says, "Please, can somebody help me? Please, can anybody give me some help? I can't find anything to eat tonight." He kept begging and begging until he arrived to our door. And then he was like, "Oh, okay. Sir, can you please give me something to eat? Madam, can you please give me something to eat?" Nobody wants to talk? Okay. Can you please help me? And as he was doing this movement, Your Highness, he was taking steps, baby steps, until he arrived to our table. He was like, hi there. You don't move, you don't talk? Okay. What about you? Nothing? All right. Well, I guess that this chicken tagine and everything in this table is mine. And he started eating from the chicken tagine. He started eating the dessert. He ate the whole table. He cleaned up the whole plates. He went to our kitchen. He stole our supplies. He came back. He hanged up a bone. He made a necklace made out of bone and put it on my neck. And he went. Shortly after, this dog came. This dog smelled the bones and he came directly to our table. He looked at the bones and he ate them. And then he looked at the bone hanged on my neck. He grabbed the bone and dragged me to the door. He dragged me to the door, Your Highness. The rope got caught. And then my wife stood up and said, how about you would close the door behind you? I said, I swear to God that I am not going to close it. You're the one who spoke. You're the one who brought this up upon us. We have no dinner. Come close the door. She came up, closed the door, and then we started crying. And then I said, I'm going to go and look for something to eat outside if I find any. And that's how your guard caught me. The king started laughing his heart out. And then he said, I hope that you learned your lesson. I hope that you learned your lesson. But here's something to pass the night with. And he got his gift, and he learned his lesson, and everybody lived happily ever after. Thank you so much.